Hi there, students. To strike a chord. To strike a chord with somebody. Dong! Okay, so to strike a chord, if we say this, we mean that something connects to you. You feel strongly about something, or you remember something easily because it's connected to you in some way. So, for example, this story is bound to strike a chord with all parents. All parents have been in a situation like this, and therefore they can understand, they can relate to this situation. It might create an emotional response, or it's something that's relevant and familiar to them, and therefore it evokes a response to it. So to strike a chord, this is something that reminds you of something else. It strikes a bell. It makes you respond in an emotional way because you feel sympathy or empathy or pleasure, perhaps. So this is a case that has shocked Europe and has struck a chord with every family that has teenage children, because they feel that maybe this might happen to their own teenage children. This is a fear that they already have. So it's talking about strongly impressing someone. It's making an impression. So the comments that he made about political corruption struck a chord with the voters. This is something that they are in touch with. So you can strike or touch a chord with somebody or in somebody as well. This film seems to have struck a chord with the general public, and people have flocked to see it. So it's talking about a link, a relationship, some sort of feeling that is mutual. It's creating a feeling that this is relevant to you, this is familiar to you, this is something that hits home, that this is something that you respond to. So with kids that are at school, how do parents strike a chord in them to get them to study hard? Because it's very well saying you'll get a good job when you're older, but it's a lot of work right now. It's eliciting a feeling. It's eliciting a significant reaction. But normally something that's favourable, something that's sympathetic, that you feel with it. When the pictures with that went together with the appeal for money from the charity need to strike a chord with potential donors. It needs to set something off with them. It has a meaning which is internalized. It hits home, and then the people will make donations. Okay, so this is the idea of to strike a chord, to trigger an emotional response to something that's very poignant. Thank you for saying that. Your words really struck a chord with me. This film strikes a chord with younger audiences. So yeah, the film Home Alone, it strikes a chord with all young kids, imagining what they would do in that situation. It's to make somebody remember something. It's something that reminds you. The face in the portrait struck a chord with me, and I wondered if this was one of my ancestors. Okay, so it's triggering a feeling, it's triggering a memory. The poem strikes a chord with all of those who were young in the 1960s. Okay, so it strikes a chord. It's some sort of harmony, some sort of feeling that makes you connect to it. Dickens knew how to strike the right chord in the heart of his readers. The recent problems with food safety strike a chord with most of us. Okay, so to strike a chord in, to touch a chord, to hit a chord in us or with us. So yes, it's harmony. Dun, you strike a chord. Formality, to strike a chord. 4.5 in formality. I think use anywhere except for something very formal. So to strike a chord in, to hit a chord, to touch a chord in or with somebody. Bye for now.